Hello everyone on YouTube, my name is Mabu. Today I'm gonna be talking about some good, repeating small daily habits in a positive way. You can Google so many related videos on YouTube about daily habits of highly successful people. The greatest mentors of all the time, like Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Jack Ma, and more influential successful people who changed our life. Left us impressive quotes, messages, and taught us how to get wealthy. But today's video is not intended to be designed for those of you trying to change the world or make innovations or get a know-how of how to be rich either. It might be correlated, but I'll be mainly talking about small habits that you can do and repeat on a daily basis, as well as I'm doing it, of course. If you allow me to put a conclusion and intent of today's content in the beginning, small habit makes you today's you. You can list up and outline so many ideas and tips of how to make good habits because you want to be successful. That's all good. When you decide your habits, you believe that your habits must be good. You believe your habits makes you a millionaire someday. That's also good. You can brainstorm countless ideas on your brain and try to execute them. That's how you grow up and how you become a successful person. But for a moment, let's forget about how to be successful. Put the success aside. Let me go over with small habits that I really want to show you today. I've seen a bunch of great people who changed the mindset. Some people were my coach, school teacher, and my friends. Others were Warren Buffett, as I said earlier. My favorite Japanese YouTubers, and someone great that I have never seen in face-to-face in my life. I made friends with so many people in my life, but I'm not flexing you my big social community, communication skills or any sort of my talent. Seriously, I don't show you off. I'm a sneaky person who always envy someone's success. So, I tell you, I'm not a successful person. Today, I just share my personal experience with you and some common good habits that I collected from all available resources and summarize in the first and the second half of my YouTube videos. If you like it, please press the like button and subscribe to Mabu College. Also, if possible, ring the bell, please. Alright, folks, enough intro. Let's jump into it. Before we begin, I want you to know that I never ask you to all the tips I put down on the whiteboard. If you find out and agree even with one tips, that all matters. If you find something even smaller that you feel like, oh, you can do it right away, I couldn't be so happier. I have collected and organized 88 clues in total, but I don't think I can do it myself. I just nominated 9 tips for the first half and another 9 for the second half. I divided 6 parts into separate categories so that you can have a better understanding of each part. You don't have to take it seriously and check out each one of it. In the first half, we go through daily habit, money and human relationship respectively. I guess most of you guys are having an issue with your money and human relationship. This is not merely your issue, but this is also a global issue that anyone can have. And in the second half, we go through your oral habit, your favorite way of talking. I mean, something you say a lot in a day of your life. That's one. Your goal settings and your time management. We cover these 3. We're gonna go cover language you should speak or you should not speak out. Yeah, it's important. The next one is a goal setting. How can you set up your goal? What is the purpose of your goal? And how can you manage your time? The second half is a business-like and more like how to be successful as a businessman. If you are more interested in that, please wait for the next episode, okay? I give you an update as to what's going on with part 2 later. So, first things first. Daily habit. You can make a list of more than 10 healthy daily habits that you can do every day to help you create a healthier lifestyle, such as wake up early, take a morning sunshine, go for a walk, eat a vegetable and stuff like that. But don't you think that's too many tasks for you? I know they are all good. It should be a perfect to make physical and mental health accessible to everyone. I respect you if you do that, but it sounds like a to-do list for me. Yeah, it's more like you're obsessed with desire for success. Plan your schedule, make time for yourself, and develop your future goal. My suggestion is not like that. I mean, you can improve yourself, but you don't have to have a specific goal like you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, and a millionaire. I am filming today's video for those who want to be better. Better for what? Better for anything. I see many people looking for nothing. Yeah, most of people don't have dreams, especially if they are married. In a day of normal dad in Japan, they have to wake up early. They take public transit with a pack of passengers at the same time, and when they go to the company, they get too tired. That's lame. So sad. And even when they are tired, they do overwork. They do work overtime. After they go home, their household wives do nothing for them, and you just lay down on the bed, repeat the next terrible day again. When they take a rest on weekends, people usually pig out at the buffet and get fat. That's basically what they do. Yeah, they know it's terrible, but they don't stop it because they have to pay back their housing loan for more than 30 years. Japanese dads are always swamped with a ton of bills. I target those kind of people for today's video. I make a video for those who are having a hopeless life, feeling a little lost in life. Everyone wants to make a move. We don't want to feel stagnant and unmoving, like we are not progressing any of life goals. But before then, as you take an action at the early stage of doing things, I would like to give you some small habit that I really recommend you. Let's get into the first one, folks. Fix a bed. What? When you get out of your bed every morning, how many of you make a bed or fix it? Yes, I do. How about you? If you want to change your world, start off by making a bed. A famous admiral left us a message. It gives you a small sense of pride and encourages you to do another task. By doing so, you can reinforce the little things in life matter. That means if you can't do the little things right, you'll never be able to do the big things right. That's so true. When he says make a bed is the most important for the day, right in front of a big audience, they start laughing. Yeah, because they sense that's a joke. But when he points out the essentials of the matters, people suddenly stop laughing. You know what I'm saying? You wake up in the morning, get up and pack your bag because you are late going to work or school. You leave everything alone. Of course, your bed is still messy. Yeah, you work all day and return home. Your messy is waiting for you. You made it. A made bed by you is your reality. Your mom doesn't help you because you are already an adult. You make your bad life by doing bad things, right? I often apply this practice because I have failed multiple tasks before. Most of the time, I didn't do it right. Sometimes I was lazy, careless, reckless. His motivational word of wisdom may sound a little bit too powerful and aggressive because he's a soldier, but making a bed is a common small task to which anyone can apply right away. Start each day with a small task completed, so that we can feel at least a small accomplishment, right? That's the first of everything, folks. Yeah, it implies me like you can do things with confidence. Once you pass the test, you take another one at the higher level, and when you pass another one, you get a certificate and you finally qualified as a specialist. Pretty much the same procedure. So making a bed when you get up is the first small habit to make. How do you like it? How does that sound? Sounds cool? Alright, let's go on with the next step, folks. When you have a small question and you have no answer, Google it. If you don't know what to do or any clue to resolve your small issue, Google is the first things to do with your smartphone. Let us suppose you have a conversation with me, right? Okay? So you say, I drank too much last night, Mabu-san. I say, oh, really? What did you drink? You answer, you drank shandigafu. I'm like, what the hell is that? I ask you how you spell it and I Google it. Then it gives me lots of information relating to shandigafu with ingredients, why it is called, a history of a cocktail, and additional details on that, or anything like that. I can then gain my knowledge. It might be a preliminary knowledge, which is not directly linked to my basic need, but later on, it might be of help for my future use somewhere. I don't know when. But by the way, shandigafu is a beer mingled with ginger ale for your info. Okay. So anyway. Smartphone is an innovative tool, as you guys are already aware, but the thing is that most of you haven't made the most of it enough to make you smarter. You just probably utilize the smartphone to watch YouTube videos, listen to the music, and play video games for entertainment purpose. That's not what I intended to do. I want you to be aware that if you find something you have never heard or something nobody knows or cares, it's gonna be a big chance to make a difference with others. Google. By doing the repetitions over the long period of time, you're gonna be knowledgeable than anyone else. If you have your smartphone, you can do it. Once you gain the knowledge from your iPhone, start talking to someone who can be your dad, mom, siblings, friends, or even your customer is okay. Share your knowledge in which no one is interested. It might be interest you. I don't know, but you might have something in common. Especially in tech industry, it's important to know how to Google something you have never known. I have more than 400 clients in a factory. They bring their broken PC with them and walk in my office and for some technical questions. But unfortunately, I have no answers with them. Sometimes I encounter irregular incidents that I have never ever heard. I can tell them I don't know because they believe I'm a technical engineers who they think I know everything. If they know I don't know, I feel so humiliated that I'm ignorant. So I have to help them because they are my clients. So what I have to do first is to open the Google Chrome, input the keyword in the research engine and hit OK. 90% you can get the answer, or at least you can find a clue for the next step. Very free, I say to my clients when I need some time, and I'm sorry, but I have no idea as to what's going on with your issue. I talk to my people at headquarters for sharing info and get back to you as soon as I can give you an update. Please wait for a minute, and then I make a promise with my client. That's how I usually earn sometimes. In the meantime, I can Google it, of course, and if there is no helpful info, I ask for help from other close engineers. It doesn't have to be a business matter. Even in my private time, I utilize Google most frequently, or even YouTube teaches me how to get better. The process research is a wonderful adventure that takes you a random places if you get addicted to Google research. All research starts with a question. It doesn't have to be a complicated question, but it can be a simple question with what is this, what is that, what does that mean? You are fine with that. Once you get an info, you input from Google research, you share with others via oral communications so that you can make sure how much you input and remember in your brain. That's the consequences of your effort. You should really proud of yourself then. Praise your job performance. This is the third tip of a daily habit, folks. When you complete a series of your activity, like you get up in the morning and make a bed before leaving home, and you Google it when you have no idea about something you don't know, you should be proud of yourself so much. You should give yourself a round of applause like that, because you deserve it. Call yourself perfect human. Don't say please clap. That's humiliating. Don't give it a shit. You gotta be so happy for yourself, by the way. And I'm not asking you to be a stand-up comedian, but I'm helping you to bring more fun and motivate you. I have made more than 200 YouTube videos since I started my YouTube channel. Some of my videos were fun, others were uncool. But I don't hate my boring videos. I don't give it a shit. I'm very proud of making every single one of my YouTube videos because I believe it's helpful and trustful content for my loyal viewers. If you tell me I would love to jack off, I don't feel bad because that's true. I share a lot of public speaking tips about how you can be better engaged with your audience. So obviously, the term jack off sounds inappropriate for you, but Mabu College doesn't have to be the comedy show or professional presentation either. I can rank myself by how smooth and how flexible I am. People are gonna rank me better or worse. No matter which people evaluate my performance, good or bad, I can modify whatever later. But whatever you make a mistake, you gotta develop your idea and put the better idea into practice. Even if you get a bad or negative feedback from someone, not to worry. Praise your work effort. That's what it is. Self-esteem is a good belief that can influence your motivation, your mental well-being, and your overall quality of life. Although there is a pros and cons of self-esteem, if it's too high or too low, you need to well balance your personal sense of your value and worth. It depends though. It's really up to you. If you stay positive with self-esteem, you may feel inspired to take on new challenges. It can be a small or tiny habit, but over the long period of time, it will mount up. As I said earlier, positive mentality all matters. I used to be an introvert person when I was young. I would have always wanted to stay away from people in my early 20s because my old friends were not good. I had a fight with them and screwed the relationship, so I stopped trusting people. Don't ask me why. That was my fault anyway. Yeah, I don't blame anyone. That's not the issue. If you don't organize yourself properly, I gotta pay for it. I knew that, and in a big way, so will the people around you. Why I got them so pissed off is because I had one bad small habit. Don't ask me what it is. Anyway, I had a bad habit, right? I looked at myself in mirror and asked myself what was wrong with me. I figured out how to get better. Sometimes I go get a technical assistance the student center sponsored by school. Sometimes I can do research in Yahoo. At the time, Google Chrome was not this popular, so I went online for more info. Likewise, you can also fix 100 things like that. When you had a bad day, recall your memory to see if you made a bet this morning. If you didn't make it, something must go wrong. You're better off to fix the things you repeat every day. Your life will be a lot different. So I don't know the specific things you do every day, but don't take it lightly as a trivial. You get up, fix a bed, brush your teeth, you have your breakfast, you have your routines that you go through every day. These things constitute 20% of your life, folks. This is a big number. You tell me about that. You can be intrigued by those small habits. You don't brush your teeth every day. You can say, I don't care about that. But that's actually not true. You do care about that when you are actually in pain. And when you have a toothache, you go to dentist for your dental decay. Then you gotta pay for it. You don't wanna repeat that, do you? So what are you gonna have to do next? That's right, brush your teeth, right? So that's pretty much about the daily habit I strongly encourage you to, folks. I wish you had a better understanding of it. Okay, so let's move on to the financial habit. What are you gonna have to do with money? I have made a series of money related videos before, but it seems everyone seems like they are so craving for money. People all want money, but they don't know how to make more money. School doesn't teach you financial literacy. Then where can you get the financial knowledge? Mabu College is there for you. Let's go hustle. The first tip is to invest in yourself, folks. In general, I would rather say invest in your experience. You want to save your money for your retirement. You feel insecure when you are out of money. You can't help but to deposit as much cash in your banking account as possible. I understand your mentality. As I have updated a video titled Fire a Road of Financial Freedom, investment is a must activity in order to be financially successful. As long as you don't change your mindset of believing that investment is super important, your life is miserable forever. That tip is prerequisite before we move on. So I don't talk about the actual investment this time, but this time I want to focus on your experience. Okay, so make sure how valuable your experience is at the moment. You are expected to do something at work, but you are inexperienced. How are you gonna be treated by your company? You are fired. A high percentage of people were trying to get a well-paid job because they believe they can do it and highly make a lot of money. But if you are inexperienced, you get kicked out of the company real quick. When they fire people, they always say, "Hi, we need to talk. We are so sorry, but we are out of budget." They always give you a bullshit like that, but not to worry. Truth be told, you don't have to be worried about anything because you can fix it for the better. It's gonna be a part of your experience that might have happened intentionally or by coincidence. You can figure out what to do next. You can just break down the reason why you are fired into some pieces of segment with how you can improve yourself. When you are fired in the first round, you analyze why you are fired. What was missing? You are inexperienced. Your habit you behaved in a bad business manner. You got cocky to your manager or supervisor. Your team disliked your physical appearance. You messed around their product or service. Any other specific prospects from your end. Likewise, you narrow down the root cause of why you had to leave the company. Well, simply, if you are inexperienced, your solution is too easy. You go to school for certificate, degree, and work part-time job as the job training. You can develop your job experience, right? But the higher percentage of people give up on it. You know why? Because they always say a lot, "I don't have money." That's the second tips of money habit, folks. Yeah, people say so a lot. Don't say, "I have no money." If I say I have no money, my friends don't believe it because I'm always positive, saying I made money from stock investment. I bought this stuff from my passive income. How could you feel like I was out of cash? Right? I can impersonate one of my female friends. "Oh, Nakagawa-san, I have no money. お金がないんです." Very, very stupid. Yeah, if you are the one who always crying and say no money, no money, no money, you are toast. I always advise her to give up on her life. Come on, that's a piece of crap. Do you think no money can generate more revenue? Do you think no money can help you to upgrade your housing rent? No way. If you dream for your better life, speaking aloud with no money is freaking useless. That proves you are incapable of making more money and managing your money at the same time. On the top of that, let me say, to be honest, if I go to have a drinking party or any kind of a special event, like I go watch baseball game at the stadium with my friend who always saying no money, no money, no money, I don't want to invite them. When I hang out with my friends, I look into their pocket to make sure it's within their budget. I don't have too much money, by the way. I'm not wealthy enough to treat a group of people at the same time for the drinking party, but when I'm invited by people, I always get ready for I make it, because I don't want to lose my chance. Yeah, so simply. If you don't want to join, you don't have to join. I mean, it depends. As long as you keep in mind that you don't say I have no money, that all's good. Don't speak it out. If you say it a lot, people are gonna stay away from you. If you are wanting to grow your social networking, as I do, sometimes you have to spend your money for someone else. That's technically the third tip of a money habit. I want to question you first. If you get paid, why would you spend it first for your expense? Probably you'll say for your daily necessities. Food, shelter, and clothing will be the majority of it. People don't really intend to spend more money on buying a gift for someone else. They do want to increase their own happiness by spending money. Buying a gift, dinner, birthday gift, or anything else for someone else will probably make you way more happier than trying to do the same thing for yourself. However, I haven't done it for the past couple of years. I honestly don't feel like, I want to surprise people. For example, American friends of mine back in Los Angeles liked to make loud and surprise people. I joined them and I had fun with them. It felt to me so good actually. We are kind of profoundly social creatures, and so anytime we get other people involved in whatever we are doing, that tends to increase our satisfaction and happiness. It's all about enjoying the same moment together. For my age, around 40, buying a birthday gift for younger female friends by 10, 20 years sounds not good. I may be under arrest if I overdo it, but instead of it, donation will be the replaceable. Yeah, donation, gift, exchange of gift, and investment. Wealthy people tend to do those kind of stuff which are too great. But I'm a cheap guy. When I go to a convenience store, I hesitate fundraising even for $1. I'm sorry. I'm so afraid to say I avoid it, looking at the donation box in the cashier right next to it, and run away from there. That's my honesty, but yeah, I only pay homage when I visit the local shrine to pray for my health, happiness, and family fortune once a month. Yeah, that's the best effort I can make. You could do you could make a small habit like that. Yeah, better than you do nothing. But if you are making a donation with a compassion, you are too great. It doesn't have to be a huge amount of money. It can be only 1% of your monthly income. As long as you do something for someone else with compassion, you'll be fulfilled with happiness. How does that sound? Let's adopt a small habit in your waiting list, of folks. You're gonna love it. All right. Now, finally, we get to we gotta go through a small habit for human relationship. When you're stressed out at work, probably you have an issue with your team. I tell you my recent story in my company. A couple of weeks ago, I had a fight with my coworker. He annoyed me so much. I lashed him out by chatting because he didn't operate the general procedure, like he didn't follow the policy and the guideline properly. Anyhow, he was so mad. Then we started to fight. He seemed he was pretty frustrated about my behavior because he is a senpai. I mean, older engineer than I am by 10 years. If I tell older person some sort of uncomfortable words, he's not happy with that. Yeah, I can understand that to some degree, even though I'm right. Afterwards, we reconciled. We apologized to each other. I didn't feel good, but I regretted. I lost my mind. However, if that is the case, I think you don't have to fix it, because human relation is more complicated than you think. If you lose the trust of your close friends, teammates, or whoever you think is important, it takes you a long time to rebuild the relationship again. I feel weird to hold a social connection together after I feel sorry to the other. Even though I was right, I wouldn't feel like we get back together in a minute. So I would need more time, right? So rather than I stick to the same annoying person, I go look for another opportunity to meet up. Connection means I and you are willing to listen, willing to talk. We are willing to sort things out. If one of us doesn't feel good, the connection is not gonna work out right. It may be a better later, but we definitely need time. This is my personal opinion, so I'm not sure if you are on the same page with me. But I would strongly propose that you'd better be together with someone you respect rather than someone annoying you. Because your respectful person makes you happy. You wanna be with him or her. When you are treated nice by your favorite person, you are fulfilled with happiness. It doesn't mean I date someone with opposite sex. I don't mean that. From time to time, some people say to me like, yeah, Mabu-san, I don't have anybody I can respect in my company. They are all a bunch of idiots, sons of bitches. What the hell I can do? Please help. I'm sorry to hear that, but if there's no one else around you who you can respect from the bottom of your heart, you can send a message or email or get close to someone you like the most. An experienced and trustful advisor should be anywhere around you. Better yet, you could watch my YouTube videos. I can be your mentor or coach who leads you to be a better person. Of course, if you wish to. Watch my video first and leave me a message at the end of today's video in the description below the video. You can do every little things with your smartphone right now. See, you have to interact with many people on the entire planet. When you buy stuff at the shopping mall, someone has to help you at the cashier. When you work in a company, someone has to teach you your job. When you get promoted as a manager, you have to educate your team. You have many tasks coming out of your pocket. While you do multiple things with your favorite people, you're gonna be able to find love, passion, and small habits. You just look for someone you feel great being together. You could do the research online. Yeah, if you are fortunate, someone may set aside time to meet, share how they reached their goal, cheer you on, might give you a feedback and advice. It can be very powerful for your professional goal. Just look back at the community around you, including co-workers, family members, and your college alumni network to find a potential mentor. Your mentor doesn't have to be your life partner. Yeah, it doesn't need to be a professional. They can just be a few levels above you. Someone there 3 to 5 years ahead of you might be able to give you a more practical advice than someone at the same generation of you or younger. For an easy example, if you are an engineer looking to grow into the management role, you might want to reach out to your manager who cheers you on. If you are an entry-level marketer looking to becoming a specialist focusing on social media, for example, you might as well sign up a membership with online salon for growing your community. Everything can be very small steps though. Yeah, you can take action right away. So if you make a small habit like that, your life will be way better and comfortable. Okay, I have told you 9 tips of improving small habits in total, but I never ask you to do everything I have told you. When you are intrigued by something stimulating in your brain, you feel exciting. It's same as a gambling addiction, as I covered in the last video. If you haven't watched it yet, please rewind it. You'll discover the mechanism of ecstasy that can beat your heart the most. Learn me more, or I'll help you more. Thanks for watching.